While on the road to Dog's Stockade, the Hex Girls were in their van, driving past the zombies and even bodies on the street. There were even a few deserted vehicles, and some had blood on the streets. Holy shit, this is very messed up, Foreign sighed while driving. Believe me, I've seen worse, Dusk said. Suddenly the girls saw a big figure up ahead of them. Foreign, look out! Dusk screamed, as Foreign freaked out and hit the figure. Then it crashed into a nearby picket fence. Dusk, what the hell? Foreign asked while sounding annoyed. Why did you scream? There was something on the road, Dusk replied. Now everyone calm down here. I'm sure we didn't mean to, Luna began. I have no idea what that is, so let's go see what we hit, Foreign said as the Hex Girls got out of the van. They walked over towards the picket fence where their van knocked down. The figure was a large zombie, and it was a mutated one. I think that's more of a zombie, Luna said while examining the body. It's not any zombie I've ever seen, Foreigner began. She and the girls can see long claws and spikes on its arms and back. It's a mutated zombie. Whoa, Nastia sure wasn't kidding when she said there was mutated zombies, Luna said. This is a freaky one, but I believe it's dead. If it was still alive, it would have started attacking us, Foreign replied. She, Luna, Dusk all pulled the body from the van, away from their van, and as Foreign popped the hood of their van up, nothing's damaged from what I can see. That's the good news, but our vans have been dented on the front, Dusk said. I'm sure we could still drive. At least none of us got hurt, Luna replied. The Hex Girls got back on their van, and then Foreign backed the van out of the picket fence, then drove back on the road. While driving, they saw Dog's Stockade up ahead of them. We're almost there at our destination, Foreign said to her girlfriends. Maybe they can look at our van, if it's a little damaged. The Hex Girls got out of their van, and the guards soon stood in front of them. So, you're the Hex Girls that Mystery Inc. was referring to? One of the guards asked. Yes, that's right. We've been sent here by Nastia. Dusk spoke up. She said that. Dog walked out of his stockade. So you're the Hex Girls, am I right? Dog asked. Yes, we are. Where is Mystery Inc. here? Foreign asked while answering Dog's question. Yes, they are here. Mystery Inc. is inside, Dog replied. None of you girls are bitten, are you? Nope, we're all good, Foreign answered. None of us have been bitten. Good. Rose and Ox showed up here with Mystery Inc., Dog began. I've heard of you, Free. The gothic band you are. That's true, and right on that, Luna replied. We ran into a mutated zombie and our van got hit at the front good and got dented, Foreign began as she showed Dog the damage that was minor on the van. This should be easy to look at. Bring your van in. We've got mechanics who can look at this, Dog said. As the Hex Girls brought their van inside, soon the mechanics then took over in their garage. The Hex Girls then was checked by the nurses and doctors, just to make sure they had no injuries. Just as soon as they came out clean as a whistle, Mystery Inc. showed up. Hey girls, glad you Free made it here okay, Fred began. Yeah, our van got dented a bit at the front, Dusk explained. We then hit a mutated zombie on the way here. What mutated zombie did you see? Dog asked. Foreign had pulled out a photo that she took on her phone, and she showed it to the gang and Dog on the mutated zombie they hit. This one we hit. Do any of you guys know what it is? Foreign replied. That's a bone. That's one of the mutated ones. The further you go in Fairview, the more dangerous the city becomes. So I suggest you watch your back. We happened to find a spell book somewhere, Velma said to Dog. Nastia said that she sent you the info here. We did get it, Velma. The officers told me. Dog walked over towards his files and pulled out a picture. Do any of you guys know who these people are? The picture almost looked familiar. It looked like a group of free people. Hey, I remember seeing them from somewhere, Fred said, trying to remember the people who they were in the picture were. We've never seen them before, Luna added. Hey, I remember. That's Steve, Max, and Laura, Velma explained. She recognized the faces and the appearance of the free people in the photo. You happen to know them? Dog asked Mystery Inc. Yes, we do. They used to have jobs at the South Station, Daphne began. But when they found the old mine, they dug out of the gold and kept it for themselves. Greedy bastards, huh? Dog said. That doesn't surprise me. I've seen other scumbags in this world before the outbreak began. Yeah, they even tried to kill us, Fred replied. I wonder if they have something to do with the cat creatures. That is possible, but how would they get a hold of the spell book? Velma questioned. That's a very good question. Well, I've got a mystery for Shaggy and Roger, Sally McKnight, Scooby-Doo, Luna, Dusk, and Ox, Dog began. Rog? Where? Scooby asked while looking around as usual. That means you, Scooby-Doo, Shaggy replied. I don't mind this mission, and you could call me Foreign, Foreign said to Dog. Alright, this is the mission I want you guys to do. My son is trapped in a warehouse not far from here, and I haven't heard from him in a few days. Was he in a group? Dusk asked. Yes, but one of his survivors returned and responded. But I fear the worst for my son, Dog sighed sadly. How old is your son? Luna asked. He's the same age as you girls, Dog replied to Luna's question. I sure hope he's okay. We'll help out, Dusk said. When was the last time you heard from him? Foreign asked. Last time I heard from him was like 2 or 3 days ago, Dog replied. I tried to get a hold of my men, or my son at least, but sadly they never responded. We can go in and see if he's okay. I'm pretty sure he's alive and well and not infected, Ox said. Thank you guys. Fred, Daphne, and Velma can talk with me about the spellbook, Dog replied, then motioned for Fred, Daphne, and Velma to follow him to his office. Let's go get geared up, girls, Fern instructed Dusk and Luna. Like, let's go gear up, Scoob, Shaggy replied to his best pal. Yeah, Raggy, Scooby replied. The armory was only a few buildings down. There are signs on the way down, Ox said to Shaggy and Scooby. So they made their way to the armory. Shaggy and Scooby didn't have any problems finding the place because they met up with the Hex Girls and Ox at the front of Dog's stockade. Good thing we're all here, Luna said, making sure that they weren't missing anyone. Yep, everyone's here, Ox replied. Ready to head out? Like, yeah, let's hope not to die out there, Shaggy said nervously. The survivors then headed down the street from Dog's stockade that they had been walking for a while. After what seemed like a few minutes, Foreign decided to start a little small talk with Shaggy. Shaggy, I've been meaning to talk to you about something, Foreign began. Like, what is it, Foreign? Shaggy asked. I want to say that you're a really funny guy to hang out with, Foreign replied. And out of everyone I've hanged out with, you're something special to me. Like, what do you mean? Shaggy asked. Like, what's so special about me that you like? Well, you see, Shaggy, with you and Mystery Inc., that's what's so special about this. And you know how to make people laugh, Foreign began. I see that in you, and that's who I want to hang out with the most. Like, that's awfully nice of you, Foreign. Like, you're funny yourself, Shaggy replied with a chuckle. Aw, come on. That's too sweet of you, Shaggy. Foreign then forgot what she was going to say, so it drifted off to the back of her mind. No guy ever asked me out or commented on how wicked I look. Like, why is that? Shaggy asked. Ever since I was a child, I've been into spooky gothic stuff. Foreign began as she looked for any wandering zombies, but the streets were dead for the most part. As the group kept walking, Ox spotted a woman in her early 30s. She was standing near a building, and she was a human. The woman that the survivor saw was heavily pregnant and wasn't in a group. Shaggy and Scooby wasn't sure if the woman was bitten or not, or dangerous or not. But Ox was more curious. Miss, Ox asked the woman. She turned around and noticed the group of survivors. We're not going to hurt you, he assured her. Who are you guys? The woman asked, hoping that the group of survivors won't hurt her. We're the Hex Girls and Mystery Inc. is with us, Foreign began. We're not going to hurt you. Are you bitten? No, I've been clean since the outbreak started, the woman replied, walking towards the group. She's heavily pregnant. We can't turn her down, Ox said to the others. We need to know who she is, Dusk replied. What's your name, ma'am? Ox asked. Jody. My name is Jody, Jody replied. I got separated from my group, and I've been alone into hiding since. We can't just let her in, Luna whispered to Foreign. Look, Luna, she's harmless and pregnant, Foreign replied. I don't see anything wrong with her. If she wasn't a good person, she would have tried to kill us already. Why, can we trust her? Shaggy asked. Yes, she's harmless by the looks of it, Foreign replied. Ox, we have to take her back to Dog's stockade or she'll die out here. You're right, Sally. With those things and the mutated things out there, there's no way that Jody nor Baby would survive. Me along with Shaggy and Scooby will take her back to Dog's stockade, Ox said. You free keep going on the mission. I sure hope Dog's son is all right. As the group split up from each other, the Hex Girls found a supermarket ahead of them. There's a shortcut through here, is what Dog said, Dusk said. We shouldn't go in, it might be dangerous, Luna warned. I trust Dusk, as this is a shortcut, Luna. It's too bad if you don't like it. I don't even like it either, Thorn replied. As the girls walked inside the supermarket, they could see a door ahead of them, and it leads to the back of the store. They seemed to have, some bodies on the ground, and some were old while some were bloodied, and it was a sickening smell, but the Hex Girls held back their vomit. They soon saw a dog in the aisles, but he was just skin and muscle. What the hell? Luna asked, in confusion about the dog. He had no patches of fur whatsoever. Why does that dog have no fur on? He looks injured or something, Dusk replied. I have a bad feeling about this, girls. That dog might be a mutated one, Thorn warned Dusk and Luna. Nastia did say there was mutated zombies here, so it looks like he's mutated. Man, he has a lot of flesh and muscle showing, Luna nearly gagged. Thorn pointed the shotgun at the zombie dog and shot it down. The loud gunshot attracted another zombie, but this one was a different mutated one. Thorn, what the hell is that thing? Dusk asked while pointing at the mutated zombie. I have no fucking clue. We better run, Thorn instructed, as the Hex Girls ran away from the mutated zombie. However, the mutated zombie followed the Hex Girls outside of the back of the supermarket. Like, what do we do? Luna asked. We'll have to shoot that thing down, Thorn replied. The Hex Girl saw that the mutated zombie had a blade for an arm. He's got a blade? Dusk shrieked. Yeah, we better stay the hell away from it. Thorn got out her shotgun and began to gun down the mutated zombie. Luna and Dusk also began to shoot the mutated zombie down as well. However, when the mutated zombie attacked, Thorn got a cut from the zombie's bladed arm, and Thorn groaned in pain, but she continued to shoot until the mutated zombie was dead. Is it dead? Dusk asked. Yeah, by the looks of it, Thorn replied. Then Luna and Dusk saw that Thorn's arm was bleeding. Thorn, your arm is bleeding, Luna pointed. As Thorn looked at the cut in her arm, the mutated zombie's blade had just cut her arm. Ah, shit, Thorn cursed under her breath. Why not we find some rags or something, clean those ones to stop the bleeding, Dusk suggested. As she found some clean rags from inside an abandoned car, she also found a first aid kit, to which it was lucky. You okay? Luna asked. Yeah, I'll be fine, Thorn replied. God damn it, my arm hurts. We better get back to Dog's stockade. The nurses could treat your wounded arm. Dusk began to dress the wound with clean rags, and wrapped Thorn's arm up, as she tightened the bandage up only to keep Thorn from bleeding out. That will do only for a while, Thorn said, as she and her friends kept walking. After walking for a while, they came across a warehouse. This is the one that Dog said where he and his men and his son are at, Dusk said, while holding at the warehouse. We're going in, girls. Just stay quiet and follow me, Thorn instructed. She opened the warehouse door and looked around. There were no zombies in sight, so she motioned for her friends inside the warehouse as they followed her. There's no one in sight, so there has to be someone here, Luna said. So the Hex Girls saw a trail of blood on the ground as they followed it upstairs to the warehouse. Once they got up the stairs to the second floor, they could see a trail of blood leading down the closed door. The trail of blood then stops at this door, Thorn said as she examined more blood. I hope he's not dead, but I might fear for the worst. Thorn then walked up to the door and closed it up, followed by Dusk and Luna. Hello? Thorn called out as she knocked on the door. Who's there? A voice said on the other side. We've been sent here by Dog. He wants us to find you, Thorn replied. Are any of you girls bitten? The voice asked. Nope, we're clean as a whistle, Dusk said. The door creaked open and stepped out was a man. He was at least 6.5 foot tall, and he had brown hair with green hazel eyes. He also had a beard, and his skin color was a light tone color. Are you the only survivor? Luna asked. I was with my men on a mission. We were sent here because a girl was trapped inside, the man began to explain. But when we got here, this woman had 2 heads and she screamed. Oh my, why did she scream? Thorn asked. It turned out that she was infected, and she got caught in the attention of a horde of zombies. We tried to fight them off, but soon we started to run low on ammo. Me and my buddy hid in this closet while the rest fought them off. But after a while, there were no gunshots and it went silent, the man replied. My buddy died from blood loss, As he was bitten, I had to put him out of his misery so he wouldn't come back as one of them. That's very sad. I feel sorry for you, Luna said. Dog thought you were dead. He hasn't heard you back from in days, Thorn added. So when we got to Dog Stockade, he sent us here to get you. I thank you girls for finding me. I sure hope my dad is okay, the man said. My name's Lunar, and I'm the son of Dog. Well, Lunar, we're the Hex Girls, Thorn began to introduce the band. I'm Thorn. These two are my bandmates, Dusk and Luna. I've heard of you girls in Mystery Inc., Lunar replied. Are there any zombies out there? Nope, the area is clear, Luna said. Dog is worried about you, so let's head back. The Hex Girls along with Lunar head back to Dog's Stockade, and as they saw a wounded guard on the ground. What happened? Thorn asked the wounded guard. A creature attacked us. Killed two of us, the wounded guard explained. What was it? Thorn asked again, just as Mystery Inc. hid outside of some doctors. One of the guards told me what happened, Fred interrupted. We just got back here and found this, Dusk replied. Thorn began to clean up the wound on the guard. Here are some rags to hold it in place where it's bleeding, Thorn instructed the guard. He said someone attacked him, Luna began. 2 guards were killed, but this one is injured. We'll have to take them to the clinic area. One of the doctors said they escorted the wounded guard. But what was it that attacked them? Velma asked. He said a creature did it, and I believe it was one of the cat creatures, one of the guards replied. It was a female one. She had black hair and was wearing red and purple. We fought them before. That's Lena Dupree, Daphne said. We've encountered her and Simone and Jacques back in Moonscar Island, Fred replied. They were nice to us at first, but they soon showed their true colors and they turned into cat creatures. We found out more on why the zombies are on the island. Damn, that must have been rough, Lunar replied as Dog walked out of his hideout, but stopped when he recognized his son. Lunar? Dog asked as he was standing right in front of him. You're alive? Yeah, Dad. I'm glad you're still alive, Lunar replied as he and Dad embraced in a hug. I'm so glad you're home, Lunar. My son is finally home, Dog exclaimed as the guards and everyone else clapped. They were glad that their father and son were finally reunited. My friends that sent me got me home, and I couldn't have made it back home without them, Lunar said. Girls, I thank you so much for helping me get my son home, Dog said to the Hex Girls. It was no problem, Dog. We all cared about was having your son come home, Thorn replied. Well, gang, it seems like father and son are finally back together, Fred said to the gang. One of the guards handed the officers a handful of fur, Velma said, and they're reworking on how we could kill the cow creatures. The faster the better, Luna replied. Since my son is home, this calls for a celebration, Dog exclaimed, as he and the gang all cheered. Sometime shortly after Lunar was home, the guards had the security cameras and turrets outside of the stockade. Are you sure that's a good idea, Dog? Daphne asked. What if the zombies attack or the raiders? We have strong security here, so when we're not on duty, the guard said to Daphne. We have done this so many times, so we know what we're doing. Later on in the evening, the Hex Girls were getting ready to go to this party that Dog was hosting. The party was happening in the lounge bar area of the stockade, and Lunar was getting ready so in the one end of the room. So Luna, do you like him? Dusk asked. She only asked Luna if she liked Lunar. Who? Luna asked. What are you talking about, Dusk? Do you like Lunar? Dusk asked again. That's what I'm asking you. What makes you think that I like him? Luna asked with a question. It's just the way you were looking at him. He might be someone for you, Dusk said. Well, Lunar and I just met, Dusk. How can you be so sure if he likes me romantically? Luna asked. Well, I think he likes you a lot, Luna. No, Dusk replied. I just have that feeling. Do you really think he likes me? Luna asked. I don't know if I should talk to him. Just do some small talking just to get to know him, Thorn suggested. She then walked out of the bathroom. As soon as you two get to know each other, start hanging out with him more. That's true, I guess. I could give him a chance. He is kind of cute, Luna sighed. You admitted it, Dusk exclaimed happily. Luna admitted it, that she likes Lunar. Will you two not shout out so loud? Luna said in an annoyed tone. Oh, sorry, Dusk replied. I'm sure he'll like you, Luna. Maybe coming with us to the party would be a great idea, Thorn reassured her friend. Lunar would want to get to know you more. Plus, I could see that you like him. You really think so, Thorn? Luna asked. I just know he will, Luna. So let's all go down to this party and have fun, Thorn replied. The Hex Girls all headed down towards the lounge bar area for the party. Once they were down there was a lot of food and drinks being served. Luna approached the bar table where the bartenders are. She ordered herself a drink, and Lunar noticed that Luna sat beside her, so he ordered himself a drink as well. Hey, I want to say thank you for saving me, Lunar began with a conversation with Luna. It's not like every per rescue say, but we'll just put it that way. It's no problem, Lunar. I'm just glad we did that, Lunar replied. A parent losing their child is heartbreaking. It sure is, Lunar said. I want to talk to you, Luna. I'd like to get to know you more. Well, I guess tonight is better than any other night, Luna began. So what do you do in your father's stockade? I usually help with my dad with stuff, Lunar replied. Sometimes I would go out and do missions. Most of them are getting food and stuff. That's good. Everyone does play a part in the outbreak, Luna replied. I'm Luna if you don't know. Nice to meet you, Luna. Sorry we didn't get to chat much. I knew the zombies would be here if we stayed. I would have been a goner, Lunar said. Sometimes I wish I wasn't in this world during the outbreak. I understand, Lunar. The outbreak is really taking a toll on us, Luna replied comfortably. Some people have just lost their mind. The whole world has gone crazy. That I can agree, Luna. At least you're with the people that you know. Things aren't always that bad, Lunar said. Even through hard times like right now, this outbreak is a tough time to handle. As the party went on, everyone was having a great time. The Hex Girls were feeling tired, so did Mystery Inc., so they all decided to head up to their rooms for the night. But they made sure by the time they were in their own rooms, they got changed into comfortable pajamas and then headed to bed. The next morning, Thorn's eyes opened wide as she stared at the ceiling of the bed. She then heard something that she didn't expect to be woken up by. Loud yelling and screaming echoed in the halls. She just had to know what was going on, so Thorn got dressed and walked out of her room. She walked down the hall until she saw someone that she'd never seen before. It was a creature.